I had to voice over this whole video because my camera is shit. But anyway, I've got an XR600r here with a lot of attitude. Basically what's going on here is when I open the tap, it's going glug 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 and just piss and feel out of the bottom of it. So already I knew I had a pretty good idea what it was. Pretty sure it was the float valve getting stuck. So I wasn't going to give you the eyesore of watching me pull the carby out while trying to prop my phone against something. So I'm just sort of explaining the easiest way to do it. Just pop the throttle cables off, pop the tank off. I'd say if you can see there, I've pulled the air intake boot out of the frame, and then from there you can just sort of pull the carby out of the manifold boot and it should drop straight out of the drive side, no problem. Now at this point I've already dropped the bowl off and I have pulled the float out and the float valve, and at some point I'll show you there is a piece of plastic, I think it was, stuck in there, stopping the valve from actually closing that off, which just kept sucking fuel in and eventually just flowing out of the overflow and onto the ground, which isn't ideal because I may as well just stuff cash into the fuel tank at that point. So you can't tell me here that zip ties don't fix everything, because in this case definitely fixed this problem by reefing out that bit of plastic, and that's all it was, just stopping that valve from closing properly. So at this point I've managed to jam the float and the valve back in with one hand, which is pretty impressive, but I'm trying to explain here that my float isn't actually set level. You can just kind of see it's tilted down a little bit, which, I mean, given the problem we had, wasn't actually that big of a deal. But just here, all I did was bend the little tab that catches the valve, just give it a little bit of push down. So as you can see here, just given the tab there on the float a bit of a tap. Once I've done that, it's brung the floats level with the bottom side of the carby there, and that's more or less the easy way to explain it. For this carby in particular, you want that float as level as you can with where the bowl meets the rest of the carburetor. So we've gotten the carby back together, I've thrown it back in the bike. You can see here it's going glug 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 again, but it stops, and when we look under the bike, it's not pissing fuel everywhere. So if you're a real XR owner, you'll boot this thing over first crack, stone cold, half choke, ignition on, give it a boot. Now I'm going to see if the audio's well enough for you to hear it. Well, let's see how we go. Basically just rambling on here, how got it running, fuel tab's still on, it's not pissing everywhere, so that seemed to have solved the problem for us.